Okay.
Sit down on my bed, sweetie, because I just want us to feel at home. And I'm going to
Right.
be fake, and this is going to be real. We're going to
Okay.
really say it's
You need to talk into
real.
it, so
So hopefully this comes out clear. I don't want to hold this thing. My daughter's setting it up so that it'll just pick up my voice. But tonight I've got this gut ache. It's just a terrible feeling. It's like something's gonna happen, and I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know. Men can't figure out what it's like when a woman goes into labor, but it's like there's these labor pains inside the stomach, and I'm just like in a panic, and I don't know how to explain it. It's the 15th of November today, and it's already 10:25, and I'm wondering, what is this? I'm even wondering what's going on because I'm not used to feeling like this. I don't like it. I don't like what I'm feeling. But all I can tell you is that there's something going to happen. So be prepared. I don't know what it is. May God help us, If we don't need any more fires, that's for sure. We don't need earthquakes, we don't need a tsunami, we don't need a volcanic eruption, we don't need any any more disasters. I'm tired. And nobody's saying it the way it is. When you listen to the news, people don't even talk right. They don't even sound like they even understand what's going on. They don't even care about getting real. I mean, even when people have gone through this horrible fire in the South, I've heard people talk about, I lost everything, but they don't even seem like they're in complete stress and anxiety from it. Like, oh my God, I can't even talk to the news press. I'm so hurt. I mean, where is the reactions of human feelings in all this? I'm panicking, and I haven't lost my home. Well, I have in one of the fires that happened years ago in Santa Barbara. My dad's house burnt down in the Tea Fire, but oh my God. All I can say is that, what do you do? These fires today are so completely unnatural. I mean, when I was young, fires were fires. You could get into your vehicle, pack up, and leave safely, even with flames around you. You had a chance to get out. Now I'm seeing people get in their cars and then the cars explode inside and incinerate a human being into ashes. And so they're saying there's 700 people now that are missing. 700. And I mean, missing? They're not missing. They're probably incinerated. The look of the cars that were incinerated in this fire were so bad that the interior of the car, even the seats and the material and the lining and the engine and you name it, everything in the car, the tires, anything that could melt was incinerated, gone, vanished. So if the heat was, let's say, 2,000 degrees, a human being's bones would turn into ash. There wouldn't be anything left of a human being. So I'm wondering whether it was so hot, which was unnaturally hot, did the people just incinerate in their cars trying to get away? And what's odd is that I looked at some of the situations after the fire and it showed a car completely flipped upside down. That isn't even normal. How would a car flip upside down in the fire? That doesn't make sense. And then what's really odd is that you see a house completely fine and another house incinerated, nothing left. But then a little tiny green bush is completely okay. And the garbage cans haven't even been touched, not even singed. How does that make sense? And what's odd is that another house that was incinerated, the chickens were still okay. There was a chicken coop in the back, and they were walking around, and their feathers weren't singed. Their feet weren't burnt. This is not looking good. This is really looking frightening. I mean, we're talking about a high intelligence through technology that is specifically aiming intense heat like a nuclear weapon with thousands of degrees of heat that goes inside of homes, inside of cars, inside of trees, and burns and incinerates from the inside out. And that includes human beings. Yeah. This is getting frightening. Thank God I know the Lord, and thank God I trust God. Oh, I would be like having a breakdown right now if it wasn't for the Lord. I would be completely, probably put into a mental institute. I would have cracked. This is how much I see the reality of what's going on. It's not making sense. That's what's frightening. A fire's a fire. A flood is a flood. An earthquake's an earthquake. A volcano eruption's a volcano eruption. A tsunami's a tsunami. You know what it does, but not what we're seeing in these laser technology, advanced incinerating weaponry from possible, well, I'm just going to say that they're demons to me. Demons that are retaliating against people because they didn't go through with some agreement or some kind of knowledge that they gave to mankind to advance their technology for military purposes. Who knows what it would have been for? But they've used mankind and agreed on something, and they broke their agreement, and by doing this, just like they promised the Indians that they had their land, and then they broke their agreements, and the Indians retaliated against the white man, and there were great wars. Well, it's advanced now. Once you break the agreement to a superior race of high intelligence and technology, be it demons, fallen angels, whatever you decide you want to call them, I know that they're demons. These things have knowledge. They've given that knowledge to mankind. They've made an agreement. That's what all this technology's from. And their advanced ships and their bases. I'm sure they have military bases under the earth. We don't know half of what's going on. But one thing I do know, it's deadly. And I just had to express myself tonight on this. So share your opinions. See what you can say back on all this. I'd like to hear what you have to say. But to me, this is really, really evil. I mean, this is beyond evil. This is deadly. And this means you could be in a plane and the plane would melt. You could be on a ship, the ship would incinerate. You could be in a car on a freeway and all of a sudden The car melts down instantly in seconds. If this is the type of weaponry they can use on mankind, it's not going to feel the same on this planet anymore. And I hate it, I tell you, I hate it.